All right, I think we are live. Welcome to the Poultryizer. This is Merps, and with me I have Chris, aka Shokunin. Thanks for joining us today.
Glad to be here as usual.
Yeah, you got two people who are sick doing this right now, so it's gonna be quite a show, guys. If you saw the last stream, I have the flu. I was about to say I had the flu, but I actually have the flu still. I just sound a little bit better, and I'm feeling a little bit better, so I figured why not play Hearthstone? It's a good recovery mechanism. And Chris, I understand you're sick as well.
I think I am in the past tense now. I think I can safely say I had the flu.
Hmm.
So I'm fortunately a bit ahead of you on that schedule.
Yeah, so I'm glad I'm feeling a little bit better. And what our schedule for today is, in terms of actually playing Hearthstone, is I want to finish up this really weird priest deck that somehow got 9 wins, and I'm pretty sure it's just going to lose two in a row because I have no idea how it got to 9 in the first place. And then afterwards, I'm gonna draft with Shokunin, and then I think Adwicta is joining for the second run, or I guess if you want to call it a third run, but this isn't really a full run. But before that, I'm sure a lot of you are aware that Crip recently streamed using HearthArena. Yay! Um,
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. It was
Word has
pretty.
gotten out.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. We were talking with our programmer today, and he said that overnight, so he streamed 2 nights in a row with Hearth Arena, but last night there were 5,000 new emails in the queue. So there's, along with the typical backlog, there's now like 5,000 more emails that want to be let in. So we do have a lot of people who are interested, which is pretty cool. And thank you to Crip for just being really patient during the draft. Like, wow, he he really stuck with it. I'm surprised he actually used it for more than one run because I don't know if I would have. It was just that slow.
I was actually surprised that I believe, went with Hearth Arena on every single pick despite his better judgment. And
Hmm.
I agree with some of his analysis on some of the picks that he would have picked over, but it just seemed like he was just doing the kind of blind Hearth Arena draft to just kind of test things and see how that went. So that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, yeah, and it was really cool. So, Conan's son, who was also on the Poultryizer before, I was actually talking to him earlier. Conan's son, if you're out there, thank you so much for sending me some notes. But he actually sent me over some notes about what Crip agreed with and disagreed with, because I
Hmm.
saw about half of Crip using Hearth Arena. Like I saw half of the games, I saw half of the drafts, basically. And it was kind of cool to see what he disagreed with. He was definitely a little bit salty about some picks. I have to admit, I was really happy when things did work out. For example, the Dark Whispers really saving his ass. I think it just won him like 4 games. That was such a clutch card for him, so that was nice. But I remember the first one pretty vividly. The first run, the priest run, where
Hmm.
so he was debating Thought Steal or Holy Smite. He wanted Thought Steal, went with Holy Smite, and the Holy Smite I think definitely worked out better than the Thought Steal. And I forgot what the and then the other one was between Flesh Eating Ghoul and Direwolf Alpha. For some reason, he really wanted Direwolf Alpha as a priest, and I don't really get that. But
Um,
the Flesh Eating
for
Ghoul
that
worked
one?
out.
Oh, good. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it worked out. The ghoul worked out better than I thought it would have. I
Mhm.
think I actually agreed with him on the alpha pick. I think I wanted just a two drop at that point. But I agree with the smite pick over the thought steal.
Yeah, yeah, and those are just interesting picks overall. And it's the kind of picks that you really kind of have to think back and forth, debate a little bit. So, and that's exactly what we want with Hearth Arena. We want to make people think, and we're constantly reevaluating what we do as well. And Adwicta and I will be changing the tier list sometime later on this week, which will obviously affect Hearth Arena. So everything's changing back and forth. and
Hmm.
it was just really cool to see Crip use the tool and I have fun with it, and also just kind of, I guess, stick to his original intention, just pick according to HearthArena, just like Rats did, and both of them were uncomfortable at times doing it, and that's fair because you're used to doing it your way, right? And then here comes this program that just says you should pick because of X, Y, and Z factors. At Merps, what are some of the projected changes to the tier list? One of them is actually here, Dancing Swords. We right now I think it's at like 30 on the tier list, which is really low. We're gonna raise it a little bit for quite a few reasons. Number one, card advantage isn't. God, okay, this is a loaded statement. I'm not gonna say card advantage isn't important. I'm just gonna say that Dancing Swords is better in this meta right now because as a 3-drop, having 4 attack has become much more relevant. Before it was never relevant at all.
Hmm.
Like you only needed 3 attack as a 3-drop to kill the other 3-drop. Now you can actually eat up a Spider Tank, which is a premium 3-drop. You can eat up, well, you could always eat up the Dark Cultist, but that was never, it was only for one class. But
Hmm.
so this is one card that's going up, and we have others in consideration as well.
Yeah. It also the brute is quite common and trades 1 for 1 at least with that. Oh, it gives him a card, but at least doesn't eat your own guy.
Yes, Dancing Swords is better because of Ratsmah GVG style. Yes, that is true as well. Gotta love the GVG gods. So yeah, we can keep on talking, but I figured let's finish up this run first. Shokunin, I'd love for you to take a look at this deck and kind of give your thoughts on it.
Sure. Can we scroll down to the bottom, the
Of
top end of the deck? Yeah.
Oh, yep, top.
And then all the way to the bottom so I can see where we top out at. All right. That makes me a little bit more comfortable that we have at least the 2 Temple Enforcers at the bottom. How has Sylvanas been doing so far?
Oh, it's been completely useless.
Interesting.
It has
Okay.
won, well, it has won me 0 games. It's been like a 6-mana tiger, a 6-mana exposed tiger most of the time. It has done absolutely nothing. Um, I don't know how this wins because I mean, if you look at the deck, it doesn't do well. It's relatively fine with 2 drops. The 2 zombie chows are fantastic, but then our only 3 drops are like Ironforge Rifleman is not a 3. So we have Dancing Swords and Scar Crusader. So we have 2 3s that we can reliably drop on 3. On 4, you have weird utility cards like Shadow Madness, which is great, but it's a utility card. And then we have these 2 Kazan Mystics, which has saved my ass so many times because so much of the meta is freaking Paladin, Mage, or Hunter, especially as you go up higher.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So just a heads up, you keep cutting out occasionally for me, so I've missed some of your talking about the deck. But
Oh,
as
okay.
for my thoughts, it looks like you have enough early drops, and that is keeping you to the late game of the Temple Enforcers, which I imagine are getting buffed up on some of your middling guys, like your Senjins and stuff like that, which kind of make them invincible at the later part of the game. The Shadow Madnesses, uh, assuming if you fall behind for whatever reason in the early game, like you have 2 Chow up there,
Hmm.
the Shadow Madnesses seem like a good comeback mechanic. It's pretty hard to play around it, in my opinion. Um, and I could see what you're saying about the Kazan Mystic saving you. I'm curious, is that going up on the tier list?
I wanted to. I've wanted it to go up on the tier list for a while, and every single update I try to move it up a little bit. Basically, the process for the process for moving stuff up or down the tier list is just me and Adwicta yelling at each other and trying to back up what we're saying, and then it's a lot of heated emotions. And I am a big advocate for Kazan Mystic, and by big advocate, it's not getting moved up that much anytime soon. But I think especially with the popularity of mages, hunters, and paladins, I think there's definitely a place for Kazan Mystic.
All right. Yeah, if I had this deck blind, I would anticipate something like 8 to 9 wins with it.
Yeah, let's see.
So let's hope we don't go 0-2 right now, but this would be my prediction for the deck.
Spanky McPants. Dude, well, why are you trying to stop me from moving up Kazan Mystic? It's the best card in the game. Quote me on that.
Anduin versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory. The light shall burn you.
We go first.
All right.
Oh, okay. Do you want to spectate, or I can also screen share?
I'm gonna spectate, yeah.
You're gonna
'cause there's
spectate, okay.
a bunch of lag in Hangout, yeah.
Okay, let me
as for
stop.
the pick so far, yeah, Amani and Scarlet are fine.
Amani and Scarlet. Yep. That sounds pretty good to me. Kazan Mystic is being run in all my ladder decks. Nice. Educated Collins, nice to see you here.
You didn't miss anything, we're just finishing up a deck that Merps had running.
Yeah, yeah. This is just a weird priest deck. I wouldn't have pegged it for 9 wins, but okay. Well, thanks for using the paint on that thing.
Yep.
Ah, freaking Panda. Why are you so terrible?
Anti-tempo, but we can get back a Divine Shield maybe for later. Or we can save it from a 1-1.
Yeah, I guess so. Alright. Kill that off. Bring it back. The value. Murloc.
Shields up.
Ooh.
Okay. So, yeah, Madness.
Shadow Madness seems pretty good. Bop into the 1/1. Shadow Madness to clear.
Yep, seems good to me.
The real question was what to take. But you always take the Murloc. Always.
If you've got some fancy, like, recombobulator action, then they're both 2s, I suppose.
Yep.
Alright.
So this is really annoying.
We don't have death in this deck, right?
We don't have death.
Okay. So we could blow an Argus now just to clear that, but then we don't have anything else to play with it.
We don't have anything else to play. Sylvanas is not terrible here, so...
It looks like our best play.
So, right, he hits 6/6 into 5/3. He has to drop something else. If he doesn't drop anything else, I'm fine with that, or... Yeah, because...
If he doesn't, then we can drop Crusader Argus. Like, if he doesn't do anything with the Sylvanas, we can drop Crusader Argus and force him to deal with the Sylvanas.
Yeah, true. Alright, so Sylvanas go face.
Yeah, I like it.
I have no time for games.
Oh shit, drinking game has started.
Wait, what? So what is this drinking game? Wait, what is this?
It was basically just Criteria and I noting that Collins likes to make sure that we use all our mana on our turns, potentially even when there are other better plays, but he would just say it a lot and we made a drinking game out of it.
Love it.
Alright. Ooh.
We got some plays here.
Yeah. I was trying to think of something cute to do with the Shadow Madness on the Golem. We couldn't buff it up to clear that. Let's see. So if we bump the Sylvanas in, we're gonna take one of those two guys.
What we could do is, in order to clear his board, we could pain the north. So it depends on which one we want, right? Like, the Golem is a bit more tempo, and so what we could do is pain the Cleric, bump it into the Enforcer, take the Golem, and play the Fen Creeper. So we have a Golem and a Fen Creeper.
I was thinking maybe we just go Scarlet, Defender both, trade the Sylvanas into the 1/3, and then force him to deal with our board. Because the Scarlet will be a 4/2, and he can't pain or death it. But it's Rogue, go ahead.
Oh, man.
Because we can Madness next turn, the Golem, if we want it. It's up to you, go ahead.
Let none survive.
I went this way. I just don't like I basically want to make sure that if I have, I think, a decent way to clear board, I'm gonna take it. I don't know.
Against Priest, that's true.
Yeah.
It's generally just safer to do that.
All right.
I wish the Fen Creeper didn't have taunt right now.
I know. Kind of
All
sucks. That's fine.
Okay, so that's gonna get eaten. It might get healed back up, which leaves it at 6 health. We can do what with that? We can play Salty Dog Scarlet, and then that will be 5 damage from the Scarlet and the Golem into that, so that's not enough.
No, I mean, this is fine. Like, just playing the
Argus
Salty
for buffs next turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with Scarlet and Salty Dog, and just go face.
Oh, alright, messed that up. I dropped that without even considering, like, the Argus.
Positioning for Argus?
Yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. It looks like we might just trade the Salty Dog and then taunt up the, like, that'll die, and then we'll get the Harvest and the Scarlet together for taunting purposes.
Yeah, basically, because
We'll
I'm
see.
assuming he's gonna... He actually doesn't have to heal, because this is out of the range of... Well, we could... 1-2.
That's true.
We could 1-2.
Like, we could trade this Crusader and the first body of the Golem if he doesn't heal.
Yeah, definitely.
Shankster's trying to give me some credit in the chat here. Alright. Okay.
This
Alright.
isn't so bad.
Yeah. Argus placement, if he doesn't heal it, is he healing face? Wow, that worked out.
Oh, this is perfect. Okay. So, Argus on the...
2 left guys.
Yeah, the 2 left guys. So it trades... Well, the Shadow goes into the Golem, and the Salty Dog survives the Yeti, right?
Yep. And then I would play Darkscale to heal
Heal
out of Nova range.
Yeah, that's
The
good.
dog anyways, yeah. The Crusaders can always be in Nova range.
For Argus.
Join or die.
This is good. We're in pretty commanding position.
Yeah, it's fortunate that basically he hasn't had a death either.
Yeah. Let's
So we're just
see.
talking about all sorts of multiple streaming action going on. That's
Yeah.
basically what I see in chat.
Alright, after this game, I'm actually going to take a minute and grab like another coat because I'm getting a little bit chilly.
Alright. So wait, Coke helps you with being
Well
cold?
played. You have been.
Yay, 10 wins.
Alright.
No, no, I'm grabbing a coat. Coat, not
Oh, a
coat.
coat! I
No,
see.
you are mixing me up with some other guy. Some other guy
Some
that
other
I
guy.
will not mention. But yeah.
Alright.
entertain the chat for a sec. I'm actually really chilly. One sec.
All right. Yeah, Shankster. That's right. I heard Coke as well. I didn't know we got a coat sponsor coming, so we'll see which particular company we got as a coat sponsor. Let's see if we can go through the other chat here. Demorphine says Collins should join. He wants to hear Ratsmah, Merps, and Bukta. I would really be interested in seeing Collins and Ratsmah going at it, just because they're basically as far at opposite ends of the spectrum as far as streamers that I'm aware of and watch. So that would be an interesting experiment in my mind. Adwukta is apparently eating goat right now.
Oh,
Alright.
Alright, back. So, what has the chat been up to?
They were pondering all sorts of combinations of co-hosts and main hosts and how best to set up, I don't know, potential conflict and or action. However you want to interpret action.
Action. I like this. I like this.
Alright.
No, you just get everyone in the same chat and with like really shitty mics and force everyone. No, and then in the arena we have to draft Nozdormu. And that's perfect.
That's true.
That's the most fun. You just get like 10 people co-hosting and play a Nozdormu deck.
The light shall bring
And everyone has to have a say before any action is made.
Definitely. Alright, so... Oh, are you watching?
I should be. Alright.
Cool.
No, you got a game already, so alright,
So
here we
we're
go.
tossing back everything.
Let me get a couple seconds to join, and we shall see. No Velens in this deck. Yeah, I like pitching everything.
Yeah. And even if I had a actually, do I have a Damn, I don't remember.
I'm
Well,
pretty
I
sure you
decide.
don't. It was one of the first things I looked for when I was just overlooking the deck.
Oh, I know. The difference between a Valence deck and a non-Valence deck is like... It's disgusting. It's such a disgusting card.
Yeah, it just single-handedly wins games on turn 3.
I know.
Alright, slow start for him.
Coin it out, or do we just heal?
I'm fine coining it out because his 3-drop will then eat our Chow next turn if
Yeah,
we
exactly.
don't play it right now.
Yep. So bop into the 1/1, coin out the Dancing Swords.
Yeah, I like it.
Yep, I like it too. Plus it gives us an actual chance to drop something to play, and this is a 10-win shaman. If we don't at least grab the board and have our options, he's just going to fire elementals to death.
True. I don't actually. Okay.
Oh,
that's
whoa.
very nice.
Okay, well,
Probably the best draw in our deck right now.
it's really good.
Alright, I would use the 2/2, yeah, obviously to hit, so we keep the 4 health on the Dancing Swords.
Yeah, definitely.
Instead of all the 3. Okay, that's a nice card as well.
Yeah, this is good. It's turning out well.
Alright.
Alright, fine. That's good. Remove that. I don't need cards. What? Oh, what?
Okay.
That's perfect.
Chat saying this shaman has at least 9 fire elementals, and given that, possibly also 9 hexes, but
I know.
can't really worry about that for now.
I know.
Yeah, start off with the shield.
Power word shield. Okay, Amani is fine.
Yeah, it's at least a drop. We don't pass this turn at least. Alright. So he lightning bolted, so he's down 1 mana this turn.
Yeah.
Alright.
But unless he overloads, next turn he can elemental.
He can fire elemental, yeah.
So that's annoying.
That's... I would, let's see here. I think I would actually trade off the... Let's see, if we trade off here, the Fire Alley will then start targeting the Chow next turn. What other alternatives are there? We can...
We need to play the Salty Dog, don't we? Because we actually need something to be able to kill off the Fire Alley.
Alright, so we have a ping with the Iron Forge. We have 4 on board. That's 5 damage for the Fire Alley. If the Fire Alley kills the Amani, then we're going to be trading Salty Dog into Fire Alley.
Yeah, so the alternative is also to use Dark Scale. So bop this in, Dark Scale Healer, and then we can trade Dark Scale, forcing us to play the Iron Forge Rifle. God, that's terrible.
I like the Dog better.
Yeah, Dog is...
And I would just go face.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go face. I don't...
Chat's saying we can Madness the Teacher into the Ellie. That's also true.
No, that's fair. Yeah, yeah. This is consideration. But yeah. Alright, show the Ellie.
Slippery.
Okay.
Oh god, I want to steal this thing.
Yeah, there's nothing to kill it on.
There's nothing to kill it on, no. Which is a real damn shame.
But Shadow Madness, yeah, is a really good trump card.
I know.
If that happens. Alright.
Okay, so 2-3 into the 1-1, 2-5 into the 0-2, 7-4 to the face Fen Creeper?
That's my thoughts exactly. Yeah, we can set up the Shadow Madness with the Teacher, and yeah, the Fen Creeper protects all our guys.
Yeah.
Who you want me here?
There's some small consideration for Argus placement, in case we draw it. Okay.
So actually, I'm going to ask the chat. So am I right in, because I've never done this before, if I Shadow Madness the 3-5, do I get the other Violent Teacher?
I believe we do. It's like when you Shadow Madness a Harvest Golem, you get the Death Rattle, so I don't see why it'd be any different with the Teacher here. But I could be wrong, who knows.
Yeah. This is something
I really hope we get it off now, because then, yeah, I'm curious of the interaction, but it seems to follow if we Shadow Madness Harvest Golem, and we also have the Teacher Death Rattle for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, cool. And then, do we get a student for Shadow Madnessing the Teacher? That's the question.
That would be awesome. Alright, well...
Alright. Well...
We definitely try it.
Alright, so wait, what else are we doing after this?
We Shadow Madness the Teacher, bop it into the 2-3.
We use Iron Forge and ping one of the guys, the wolves, and then eat with the Chow, then 5-2 Amani goes into 4-4.
That sounds pretty good.
And then the rest, I guess Salty Dog goes to face. Or do we have lethal here is the question.
How do we have...
I see 12. I'm just asking if we do. I don't think we do, though. Because if we Shadow Madness, we clear one of the wolves.
No, wait. We have... Wait, so if we Shadow Madness a wolf...
Oh, Shadow Madness a wolf...
Yeah, we have lethal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That works.
Okay.
Damn. But BM for the Teacher, right? the delayed BM.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. Alright. Yeah.
Yep, yep. Okay, saw that a little bit late, but
Yeah. Collins is right, but it's not cool.
it is not cool.
Yeah. My doggy's right, yes. I wanted to see the future value also. I wanted to also see if we get a student from the Shadow Madness. I'm not sure how the timing in that
No,
works.
I just wanted to do it. Ah,
I
it
know.
was such a good opportunity.
That's true, yeah. That was probably a mistake. This is the Poultryizer, not Coop. We probably should have just Shadow Madness to the teacher. Sorry, chat.
Mad
We're being told to
misplay.
update record.
Oh, right.
Anduin.
This little neat little record. 11-1 somehow. All right, so are you spectating the game?
I should be. And let's try to get in.
So the question is, do we keep Power Word Shield here? I'm always very reluctant to keep it if I don't have something.
Give me 1 second. Going first, if I had a 2-drop, I would keep it. But I want a 2-drop here. Iron
Yeah.
Forge isn't a 3-drop, and against Mage, like, it's especially worse against Mage because they can just Frostbolt or Flame Cannon, which leaves their shield with no target.
Yep, so we're in agreement here, right? Not
Yeah,
keeping
just
it.
pitch it all. Yep.
Good, good, excellent. Good, we have a Shrinkmeister. Sup Merps, sup guys, how's gym going? I went back to the gym today. Feels good, bro. Feels good. Alright, hopefully the bomber sticks. It won't stick, damn it.
Yep, Chow too good. Alright, we hope for our, what is it, 3% bomber? Or do we want to set up mech? Do we have any other mechs here?
No, but I think this is... Okay, so it leaves... I think the
So
mech
it
warper
forces
is-
him to ping.
Right.
Or well, it doesn't force him to ping, but he does that, and then we can follow up with bomber to finish off his Chow.
Exactly.
Right.
Or if he leaves it, it just... No, this is...
Yeah, if he just leaves it, then we can bomber first next turn, and then possibly trade if we wanted to trade.
Yeah. So the problem is he could just like ignore it and coin out something. That's always
Oh
a
yeah,
risk.
that's for sure
Well,
a problem.
that's the risk
but
too.
we have bomber, right?
We must cleanse the sun.
Oh, that's... Well, we would have lost it either way, right?
Yep. All right. Well, bomber, do your stuff.
Yeah.
Do
I'm
you
fine
see-
with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not thinking of painting here, really. I think we can save it for a better target later. And there's always the off chance that we bomb really well.
Yep. Good to hear Merps gains. Oh man, let's not talk about gains. This is so sad. So freaking sad. I'm like, I spent the entire. Okay.
Creeper's really nice here.
Creeper is nice.
I kind of want to save the Shrinkmeister Pain combo here, so I think I just Creeper tap.
Okay, so Creeper is definitely coming out, and then
Because his turn is like a Yeti next turn, right? We can Shrinkmeister Pain the Yeti next turn.
that's really fair. No, that's good, and especially with a deck that's not your typical 12-win deck. I think we have to take some good risks, and I like this. I like this.
Like, I don't even think this is a risk because, like, we have the Creeper to eat the 3-1 anyways. Unless he wants to spend some sort of weird removal on it.
Yeah. We'll see.
Alright, so we didn't get the Yeti Dream, but,
Nope. This is fine. He slows down.
Yep. Is there anything super cute? So there is Shrinkmeister. Okay, so we could Shrinkmeister the 3-1 heal with the Northshire, but then the Northshire just gets eaten. This is super awkward.
So the other consideration is, okay, so we can't be cute this turn anymore. We could Shrinkmeister the 3/1, bop the creeper in there to kind of like save it for a turn, and then Shadow Word Pain the 2/3, which
I think that's the most straightforward play.
it's a straightforward play. It's just it doesn't. Okay, so the other consideration is Northshire. No,
I think the Northshire play is too cute, especially since it's gonna get eaten.
it is.
All right, so I like your play. It's fine. It also gives us a way to like the 3/2 should deal with the fairy dragon theoretically, anyways. So I'm fine with that.
Yeah, we gotta keep the Northshire. Like I think.
And if
that's
he
our-
doesn't, we have Temple Enforcer, right? To get it out of the trading range.
Yeah, definitely.
You were saying we have to keep Northshire.
Yeah, I think Northshire is just like one of our actual win
There's the Yeti.
conditions. Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
absolutely.
That's fine.
All right. Okay, so
Oh well, Temple Enforcer the 3/2. We can kill off the fairy dragon and then go face with the creeper.
all right, so we Temple Enforcer the 3/2. It will still be a 3/2.
Yep.
And then okay, so we had coin, correct? No, we didn't.
No, we did not.
Has he used coin?
Yes, he did. He coined out a 3 after we mech warrior.
Okay, so the Temple Enforcer and those guys are flame strike proof. Anyways, yeah. I think.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not going
I
to...
like the Temple Enforcer here and just just have another, just save the Shrinkmeister, yeah, and force him to deal with it.
Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah.
Let's just make the board kind of difficult for him. And
Yeah. Because Sylvanas just dies to a ping without us taking anything anyway, so.
Yeah, exactly. Sylvanas here is just ugly.
Captain Goof says, not only has HearthArena been useful, it helped him nail a job, get the girl, pay his bills, and save the world. That is news to me because I didn't know
That's
the
what we
world
built
was
Hearth-
saved recently.
That's
So,
what well, no, that,
so good job, HearthArena.
well, the reason you don't know is because he did such a good job, obviously.
Apparently, HearthArena did such a good job. So,
Mm.
all right. I think his new job technically was superhero, right? That was the job you applied, got for, and successfully did. I'm assuming. All right. Okay, so tricky 4 attack guys. All right. So Northshire heal here is
Slow.
3 mana, which doesn't
It's
do
slow.
anything.
It doesn't do anything. I think we 6/6 into 4/5, drop Sylvanas.
I think that is the best play. Salty Dog just dies.
Yeah.
You drop it. Yeah, I think that's the best play. Worst comes to worst, we get a Worgen Infiltrator. This is also Flame Strike proof-ish.
Sylvanas makes it Flame Strike proof-ish. Yeah.
So you could trade the Worgen and then Flame Strike. And then...
This is fine. He traded everything. No,
Yeah,
this
that's
is
fine.
this is what we want.
Right. Alright.
Uh,
So, this is straightforward, yeah. The 5
5-3.
and the 3, yeah. Alright, hope for no second Flame Strike.
this is a pretty value Flame Strike if he has another one. First you use HearthArena, then you get the khakis, then you get the jobs, then you get the chicks. Nice. Oh, what a value cannon. Oh, so painful.
Pretty strong.
We can't even heal anything.
Oh no. Temple Enforcer would be huge right now.
That'd be so huge. But we gotta kill the gadgets and then just heal ourselves up. That's the most that we can do.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but there's nothing else. And we'll save the Northshire. There's no point dropping it here.
No, definitely not. This is so
Alright.
ugly.
So we hope for Shadow Madness targets, I guess?
Yeah, Shadow Madness could get us back in the game.
Yeah.
What else?
Not that's the worst thing we can see here.
Ah, come on.
Because we can't even Shadow Madness and Holy Nova it out of, like, it's just too much health there.
No.
Oh man.
This is so
I guess we
painful.
just drop Chow. Hopefully he trades with the ogre, and then we just set up some more Shadow Madness Holy Nova action later.
So you drop the Chow.
He could just ping
He
it
could
with
just
the,
ping it and then hit it with the 2. Because if he hits it with the ogre, that brings it in the holy fire range, which he doesn't want. Because if we don't death it, this...
like, we have no way of dealing with the ogre pretty much no matter what. So we either hope for him to be stupid or, like, we're gonna have no answers to the ogre basically, besides some ridiculous Shadow Madness Holy Nova combo.
I know. This is so sick.
Yeah.
We're done.
Right, and if he does hit it and ping anyways, like, it'll... the 2/3 is then in Holy Nova range, which it isn't right now.
Yeah, definitely.
And if
we're dead.
Okay.
We're dead.
We're dead, yeah.
We're dead. We're so dead.
I was about to say, like, and if he just goes face, we can bop that and use Northshire for some healing
Oh my god.
to draw, but not that we have anything to draw against this anyways. If it was only one ogre, we might have a chance.
Wow.
Alright, just drop Tiger. And then we die.
Okay, wait.
He needs 4 damage still. Right.
Drop Tiger. There's something to be said about Shadow Madnessing this turn. Like 2-1 into a 6-5 to get it to 5 health. To just actually use our mana efficiently, so that next turn, whatever comes out. All right, so what would be good there? Temple Enforcer would be good, because if we preemptively bop it, and then we have enough to do like a Northshire heal or a Holy Nova as well. Otherwise, we
if
have
it's
to.
Temple Enforcer, we can't Holy Nova and Temple Enforcer, but yeah, I'm fine.
It allows
with
us
that.
to Temple Enforcer, Northshire heal.
Right. Okay, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Let's just preemptively do this.
Chat saying Holy Nova also is a thing here. Like, it accomplishes the same thing of dealing 2 damage basically, and it uses our mana better. But
Yeah.
I think on the remote chance, I think it's better to save it, especially with Northshire.
Right.
Just for the extra healing stuff. However, it might have worked. Yeah.
No, that's exactly what I was thinking. So I was thinking, like, if we have a chance to win it, it would have to begin with us drawing like a Temple Enforcer and continue with Northshire and Holy Nova the next turn. Something like that. So Shadow Madness I thought was a lot weaker if we were to go for the win later on. And it basically accomplishes the same thing, because with the Tiger, I'm not killing both of them on the same turn. So that's basically what I was considering. And let's face it there, our chance to win was really minuscule and really small, but I think, I mean, I could be wrong about this, but I think using Shadow Madness there was the correct move.
I think your play is better because you might not actually even have a Shadow Madness target in the future going forward.
Yeah, it could very well be possible, or just make it awkward. And yeah, no, I think keeping the Nova there was just me kind of
definitely has more value in the future.
Definitely. All right, let's not get stuck on 11 wins. That would be sad. Let's go. 12 wins.
All right. I'm gonna actually try to remember to click here.
Oh no, you know
once
why we didn't win that one? Because didn't get the Mystic and didn't play Secret. It was like he knew. He was like, this guy's got 2 Kazan Mystics.
Yeah, that card he was holding, it wasn't Pyroblast. It was like Vaporize. He didn't want to get his ogre vaporized.
There you go. The next level plays.
Absolutely.
I like this fictional card by Heptadragon. Holy Nova, 5 mana. Shower your opponent with Christmas cheer. Gain 5 health as a result of the goodwill. Good stuff. Oh man.
I like it.
11 Wind Shaman. It's Corvo. Why do I don't know. Like I think I see the
Do
same
you know
people.
that name?
I'm pretty sure I faced him before. Like,
All right.
I think you just get to see the same arena people over and over again, you know? It just
I have
happens.
seen repeat names at the top, but very rarely. Maybe you're at the top more than I am, so you see them more often.
Maybe I just focus on names for much longer
I,
than you.
I typed them in into Arena Mastery when I was using Arena Mastery, so like
Oh,
whenever I typed the opponent names, if it came up in the form from I knew I'd played them before.
yeah, yeah.
But here I think it's just Creeper, right?
Yeah, definitely. Just wasting this guy's time, psyching him out, getting
All right,
all the
that's,
twos.
that looks like a good start. That is also a good start for him.
Coin out the Amani.
Let's see, what downsides are there for that? There is something like a Direwolf buff, which is whatever, it's Flame Tongue buff as well. So we could go...
We could go
All right.
with just a 3-2. I don't want to play the Shrinkmeister right now, especially with this, like, I think we can be cute with the Shrinkmeister, so we could go Bomber.
Right. I was thinking of being cute with the Creeper. So Creeper would deal 1 damage, we could Bluegill something for 3 after.
Quickly.
I'll leave it up to you.
No, I'll actually listen to you for this one. What do you want?
Alright, I'm gonna go with Amani here.
Okay.
It's time for a little blood.
Yeah, yeah.
Tetros is saying stop saying cute. Alright. I will say fancy instead. In
So
line of,
fancy.
Poker fancy play syndrome. Alright.
Gotta love that song, man.
Alright. So that was unfortunately a taunt totem. Alright. That's kind of interesting.
I think the Creeper here is fine.
I think Creeper here is best.
Yeah, I think Creeper here makes it kind of awkward for him. Right? Yeah.
Yep.
Who you want me kill?
People are giving me alternatives to cute. People are saying kawaii and clever. Both are acceptable in my books.
You gotta go with the kawaii. While
Adorable.
doing the Asian peace sign.
Alright. Aerodine says that might be the best excuse for turn 1 rope I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Oh,
Alright.
because I missed. We won. We got the Mystic. Steal all those shaman secrets.
True.
Tell me your secrets, shaman. Okay, so we could honestly just like bluegill the 3-2 and then bop the other 2 in.
Must consider.
Yeah, and eat
Pretty
the
strong.
chow. Yeah, I think that's fine. We could also
And
Power Word
shield the Amani.
yeah, let's do that first.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so bluegill into the 3-2, bop
Yep.
the other 2 into the chow, right?
Yep.
Excellent. We have a 5-3 going into his turn 4, which sets us up for the Yeti, potentially. Or he
Yeah.
could just kill it, that's fine. Oh, he wasted Hex! That's
Okay.
perfect, thank you.
That's fine.
Thank
I was thinking it would be a 3
you.
damage removal, but that's fine.
Panda back the taunt.
Yeah, it's 0 mana. Let's get that out there, sure.
I'll put it on your tab.
Yeah, Scarlet's not going to do much against his 5-drop here, and we only have 2 other damage on board for 5. So, yeah, I like the brew out there. Just more damage on board. You can drop the taunt again.
Yeah, I was thinking about placement potentially. So like this gives us
Oh,
the
right.
option of taunting, because no matter what, I can't see us not taunting up to 5-4. So this is good.
All right.
What?
All the hexes.
So
All
many
right.
froggies.
All right. So this is gonna be super Argus value here.
Oh man, so many froggies. Um,
Da, 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 da.
hmm.
Okay, so we're going into Fire Alley turn, so I don't really just want to drop the Mystic here.
No, yeah, the Mystic is definitely not in play.
Let's drop the Scarlet, I guess.
Dropping the Scarlet, we can't just drop the Scarlet. It has to be Bomber
You
or
want a
Shrinkmeister
Bomber.
as well. These taunts aren't actually doing us anything.
I
I don't want it to kill off the 1-1, but the chance of it killing off the 1-1 are kind of
So
actually
I
okay.
think the Bomber has more value for a follow-up ping later. So if we're gonna drop another 2 here, then I drop Shrinkmeister.
That's fair. Let's do it. No, I agree.
Also, like our guys, we're not worried about their health right now, so Shrinkmeister isn't a thing. Like it's not gonna like let us eat something for free.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
we don't have our big guys right now. Oh yeah, yeah. Criteria said it. Like I guess we forgot to do it first, but we could have saved our 1-1 by shrinking his totem.
That was really dumb of me.
Yeah, we were thinking other things before that.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So
Must consider.
So the question here is whether you want to trade the Shrinkmeister in now or try to eat it with the Tiger next turn.
We have 2 taunts. So unless he actually has like
Lightning Storm.
Lightning Storm.
I would just play the Tiger and go face.
Yeah.
So the 1-1 actually mattered here.
It really did. No, that was a mistake. That was definitely a
Yep.
mistake.
Put this apple on your head.
Oh boy.
I hope you like my invention.
Spirit Wolves? Or Feral Spirits, I should say. All the pings. Oh boy. Not Tiger one time? Alright.
That's fine.
Okay, so do we have any cute Shadow Madness stuff here? I said cute. Sorry guys. Let's see. Do we have any fancy Shadow Madness plays here?
We could just, for example, 3-2 into the taunt.
Yeah, I don't
totem.
think it's necessary here.
But and then
We can
Bob,
play Senjin to
Bob.
protect 3-1 after.
Exactly.
Yeah, so 3-2 into 0-2, 3-1 into Juggler, 5-5 into 4-5, drop Senjin and heal.
Yeah.
Heal the Tiger, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Chat's talking about how, I guess Crip, I don't know if you two have talked to Crip before, but he's basically just referring to you guys as Asian dude.
The
Interchangeably,
Asian
I
dude.
suppose. Yeah.
Yep.
DYI says he plays off your quotes pretty well. Yeah, he had some good quips with the kind of text blurbs that you guys give.
It was pretty funny.
Alright, so we have 3, 8, 11, 14. He would have Fire Elite or 5-3 here, right? Probably.
Yeah, he doesn't. All right, so he doesn't have a board clear.
Right.
So here's the thing. We could just Shadow Madness the 1/1, bop it into the 7/7, put down a Mystic, go face with everything else.
I must consider.
We could just Iron Forge the 7/7,
And then trade the 2. Okay. 6, 11,
like
14.
we can.
Oh man, he hasn't shown a way to deal with this.
I would save the Shadow Madness for something better. So I'd Iron Forge the 7/7, use the 3/2 on the 1/1, and then the rest goes face. And Mystic
Okay.
as well.
Alright.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, this is fine. That's fine. Shadow Madness we can still use. That's true. I like
Right,
that.
like there's like he's gonna trade this. It's gonna be at 4. We can Shadow Madness something else later, like something that's gonna deal more than 1 damage.
Do we
Alright.
have the lightning
Otherwise we should
storm?
just heavily.
We win? Do we win? We win?
I think
We
so.
win? We win.
Yeah.
GG. Well played. Well played, well played.
Well played.
Shadow Madness Flame Tongue for BM.
I'm just gonna win.
I think that's fine.
Alright. 12 wins with this. God, this is such a weird deck. I don't know how this went 12.
Wait, that was 12? I thought that was for 11.
No, that was for
Wow.
12.
Okay. Congrats. Way to go. That somehow worked.
Yeah, that. I honestly don't know, guys. I really honestly don't know. That was so weird. It's such a weird deck. Yeah.
I mean, it had, I guess, your technically standard good priest cards. Like, it had Shield, it had a Pain, it had 2 Tumbling Forces, it had Nova. It didn't have any deaths, which is usually a big setback for priest. But yeah, it's not an immediate 12-win deck in my mind.
No.
But, yeah.
No, hey, you made that was a really good point. Like using the Shadow Madness there was would have been a waste. I guess I was too preoccupied trying to get that like tiny little bit of extra damage in that turn, which turned out to be. No, you definitely put me on the right track of not using Shadow Madness, especially if he put down something. I don't know if he did something annoying and then put down like a Fem
If we
Creeper.
taunted or something.
Yeah, definitely. No, that was definitely a better use. So thanks. No, I that was really good. Let's get back into the arena and
All right,
once
are we
again.
drafting a new one?
Yeah, let's draft a new one.
All right.
All right, so
right.
let's not play Warrior like we did last time. That was pretty bad.
I agree. I'm just gonna go use the restroom first.
Yeah, definitely. All right, guys. 1 second. I'm gonna take off the, excuse me, the old deck list, and I'll also take questions from the chat. Can someone explain to me why Fel Reaver got 80 points and BGH 60 as my second pick for Rogue on HearthArena? Well, we think that Fel Reaver is a better card, especially if you're playing Rogue. Fel Reaver is just a better card because it'll win you more games than BGH. So BGH, it's one of those sexy cards that wins you the game if it hits, right? The problem is it's a utility minion that costs 3 mana but is never relevant on turn 3. So you hold it in your hand. The only time in which it becomes relevant is starting on turn 5 when they can drop Ventricle Mercenary. That's like perfect case scenario. Most likely, if you're just going by kind of the vanilla stat test, it's not relevant until turn 7, really. So you're holding a card for the first 7 turns of the game, and maybe it'll be able to get that super value. So it's a good card. It's not a bad card, but we think that Fel Reaver will more likely win you the game than a BGH. Fel Reaver got me 12 wins in a Hunter run. Wouldn't have gotten past 10 without it. It's a very strong card. Adwicto will tell you how strong it is. He loves that card, and he uses it quite effectively in the arena. Can anyone explain why Collins is so handsome? Well, no, that's that's what scientists are figuring out. That's why they built the Hadron Collider. They say it's to figure out like the origins of the universe, but we're really trying to figure out how Collins is so handsome. Straw poll. Poll for next run. What is this? Which class to play? I guess Adwicta made a straw poll. Alright, well, he should have taken off the warrior, because if you guys pick warrior, I'm just gonna disregard that and pick, like, either priest or warlock, because, yeah. Alright. Let's see, current deck list. Deck. Well, seems like Warlock is winning. That's pretty cool. So Warlock is something that I've been interested in post-GVG. I haven't really gotten it to work that well. I'm not sure why, but it would be interesting to play it today, especially using HearthArena. Yeah, so I see the chat is talking about Fel Reaver a lot. Fel Reaver is definitely one of those games which elicits a very strong reaction on either end, because it will either win you the game or it will lose you the game. And when it wins you the game, you feel amazing, and when it loses you the game, you feel awful because you see all of your cards being burned. But that's just the way it is, and it will, if you use it correctly, so I'll put an asterisk there. If you use Fel Reaver correctly, it'll definitely win you more games than you lose with it. All right, let's see how this straw poll is going. Warlock. Warlock is demolishing priest and also beating warrior, which is very convenient. Thank you, guys. All right, fantastic. We're going with Warlock.
Sounds good to me. I'm gonna need a screen share.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Man, Blizzard, you gotta get your act together and start actually allowing us to see drafts, man.
All right.
All right. Oh, starting off with the super value picks. All right, let's see. What is this? Starting a Warlock. All right, so since I will be manning the HearthArenas, would you mind kind of talking about the picks? Oh, well, you know,
yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's up to you. You can blind pick or not blind pick.
I enjoy doing blind picks just to see where I'm at with HearthArena now.
Cool.
All right. Here, this is really annoying to have this particular set of cards pick one. If we were a little more control-y, like if we had a deck that we saw as a little bit more control-y, I might take the Illuminator. Obviously, we don't have the secret help, but the 2/4 stat distribution is more towards the control-y end as opposed to Arcane Golem, obviously, which is much more aggro, and you're not going to play it on turn 3 anyways. The Mana Wraith is interesting. Like, if you have a bunch of 1-drops, it can really screw up your opponent and get you pretty good tempo on the board.
Yeah.
With that said, here as a first blind pick, I think I take Arcane Golem, though, just as a, kind of like a late game removal / if we end up being aggro, we might use it as a finisher.
Yeah. I think either way, Arcane Golem is a decent pick. Also, I don't think HearthArena is working. It's just incredibly slow right now.
Is Crypt streaming?
I don't think so. I don't think, not yet. He usually begins streaming later on, but this is kind of annoying. Like HearthArena is trying to load, and it's just constantly loading and loading. I don't think it's working, guys.
All right. Well, we can. I'm sure someone will type it into HearthArena later if they really want to see what the values were.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm fine doing it blind. All right.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's go with the Arcane Golem here. We got Blood Imp, Bluegill Warrior, or Direwolf Alpha. Oh, wait, HearthArena is working. Wait, let me see if I can get this back. Okay, so
Chat is saying that they want you guys to invite Crypt to co-host. I think that'd be pretty awesome.
that would be
I don't
pretty.
know. Time zone thing might be difficult.
It would be difficult.
Maybe you guys would guest host. Like maybe you'd go on jump on his stream,
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
and then they can like put names to the Asian dude phenomenon.
Yep. All right, so here HearthArena picked Illuminator, and we actually disagreed with HearthArena, and we went with the Arcane Golem, and I agree with that. So
How big was the difference in terms?
3 points, so not that big. It's basically just the difference in the tier score. Yeah. Over here we have the Blue Gear Warrior versus the Blood.
Just a heads up again, you cut out for like 5 seconds twice in the last couple of minutes.
Oh, sorry. It's my
That's
bad.
okay. It's not your fault. It's probably just Hangouts.
All right, so HearthArena. Oh, did you want to play the?
Yeah.
Let's play the game.
I'll start first.
Let's go.
All right. The drafting game. I think I just go with Bluegill right away here. If we had a bunch of like little drops already, I think I'd actually take the Direwolf just to help them buff up and trade up things. Blood Imp, if you get it turn 1, I like it a lot, but I don't think I can rely on it enough to get it turn 1 every single game to pick it. So I think I just go Bluegill here.
Really? Okay, so HearthArena is going for the Blood Imp, and I tend to agree with HearthArena here.
Interesting.
So Blood Imp isn't bad by any means, but I think I definitely think that Blood Imp is a fine card, and it's not as if the other two are fantastic twos.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm okay with it.
okay, all right.
I'm curious how big the difference is on this one.
So right here, it's a difference of 8 points between Bluegill and Blood Imp, and it's closer between Direwolf Alpha and Blood Imp. So Blood Imp is 52, Direwolf Alpha is 49.8, which is basically 50. So sorry, it's a difference of 2 points.
All right.
It's pretty close.
So it's close. All right.
All right, let's go with Blood Imp.
Here, probably pretty easy Dark Bomb for me. I think it's better than Shadow Bolt in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty sure HearthArena is going to say Dark Bomb as well. I would be surprised if it said any differently. Yep, it is Dark Bomb. Let's go purely by the tier list. Also, that was really funny watching.
So it looks like in chat there's a bit of disagreement on the previous pick, sorry. The Wolf Imp Bluegill pick. Anyways, I cut you off, sorry.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I think Blood Imp is kind of a controversial card. And I'd just be interested if you guys like in the chat want to type, I guess, a slightly longer response. I'd like to know why you guys think Blood Imp is that bad. So here
I think it was a really close pick, which HearthArena I think verified.
Yeah.
Like the Wolf was like pretty close there as well, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, yeah. The Wolf and Blood Imp were the closest.
Okay, interesting. Here I take the Bluegill.
Okay, so once again, you disagree with HearthArena.
Alright.
HearthArena wants to pick the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. It thinks...
Really?
Yeah, right now we're still just going by the tier list. So Flesh-Eating Ghoul just has a
Okay.
higher score than Bluegill Warrior. And Reckless Rocketeer is just all the way down at the bottom. So I just want to know...
Like, I just don't value Flesh-Eating Ghoul that much as a 3. I mean, if we had... Like, again, I would not be adverse to this pick if we were further in and, like, I saw us have a good, steady early game that we can trade guys and basically play it as a 4-3. But we're so early, I feel like Bluegill is just a more consistent card.
Okay, all right.
But that's just my opinion, yeah.
All right, yeah. So right now, it's tough because we can't really see what direction this is going right now either.
Mhm.
Like, if we had a lot of haunted creepers and that sort of stuff, then Flesh Eating Ghoul would be better, definitely better. But right now, it's tough. But I think, I mean, because this is just going by the tier list that Adwokta and I made, I would be fine with the Flesh Eating Ghoul here.
Chat's going in favor of bluegill, at least.
Really? Okay. Oh, Adwokta wants the bluegill too. I'm still fine with the flesh-eating ghoul, but you guys, you know, like, let's make this a little bit more communal. I'm outvoted here. Let's go with the bluegill then.
I mean, we could do like an all HearthArena draft and just talk about whether we disagree or not. It's up to you.
Nah, you know, we're not tied to this. All right, like, this thing for me and Adwokta, it's like old news, right?
Yeah, sure. I can imagine.
Yeah. And it's really just us against Avatar us.
That's true.
Digital
All right.
us.
Dread Infernal here for me.
Oh, definitely. But Magma Rager always trades up.
Chat is saying, yeah, Blood Imp, Dread Infernal, anti-value, but I mean,
Sure.
there's no reason to think that we might actually have them both in play at the same time. Who knows? They're one-ups right now. But yeah, Dread Infernal for me.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just waiting on HearthArena right now. It is
That's fine.
pretty slow. But this should be a... Advocate just says Magma Rager. Alright. Dread Inferno pick. We got...
I like Big Papalua, who says, easy Magma Rager trades with Corehound. I can't disagree with that.
Oh, so good. A 3-drop trading with a 7-drop, no help needed. What more do you want? That's the strongest argument you can make.
Alright, here is Easy Brewmaster.
Man, Educated Collins sounds angry right now. Like these all caps. Oof. Yeah, definitely Youthful Brewmaster. Yep, HearthArena agrees. Not much.
Alright. So I think Collins is going to be screaming at us to take the Force Tank here. But I think I'm going to start picking up these Void Callers and hoping for more Demon synergy.
Oh man, I want the Void Caller so badly. This is... Oh, and HearthArena agrees. Void Caller wins. Everyone's on board. We're going Demons.
Except Collins. Collins is disappointed.
I think... Okay, so for...
Oh, he's not. Wait, he says I'm disappointed. Void Caller is insane. Okay, cool. We're on it.
Void Caller,
We're all in agreement. Yep.
Void Caller is insane. It's so good. Sacrificial Pact. Getting the anti-synergies. Or the synergy... I don't know if you call it anti-synergy or synergy. Whatever. I'm just waiting to Jiraxis... Oh, so... We need to take this into consideration. Now mages can become Jiraxis too. Huh. Sacrificial Pact just got a lot better now. Mm-hmm.
Oh, are we talking about Unstable Portal?
Yep.
I see. Yeah, Senjin here.
Senjin here. Got it.
Ooh, okay. So our deck is kind of shaping up now.
Yep.
I like Hellfire. In general, it's just if you fall behind, it's pretty much a guaranteed board reset in the early game. Shadow Bolt is a nice one-spot removal, but we already have a Dark Bomb and a Bluegill and an Arcane Golem, so I think I take Hellfire here.
We are waiting on HearthArena. Yeah, I think one Hellfire is nice to have. At the same time, so Shadow Bolt is... Oh, wow, this is a close one. And I think it should be. So
I think it should be close between the Bolt and the Hellfire, not the Corehound.
Shadow Bolt is 63.4, Hellfire is 63.7.
Nailed it. Yes.
Nailed it.
I can't anger the HearthArena gods. Gotta go with the actual true pick. All right.
Yep. So close, so close. But Hellfire? Yes, Hellfire.
All right. Ooh, gotta get that demon synergy guy. Nah, it's Belcher here for me.
Oh yeah. This is not. Oh wait, not Mana Addict, Mana Wraith. Not that like there's that much of a difference between those two crappy cards, anyways.
Yeah.
But
I was about to mention this, but Collins also makes a good point. Hellfire plus Void Caller is pretty insane, especially if you have like a Dread Infernal waiting.
oh, definitely.
Yeah. All right, Belcher it was.
Yep.
I like Overwhelming in general as a card, but here I think I want to pick up our actual first legitimate 3-drop with the Worgen.
I think that's a good idea, and I think that's what HearthArena will tell us as well. But you're right, I do like power. Yep, Raging Worgen has the most value, and we need a 3-drop. So right now, Power Overwhelming is actually lower than its tier score. But you are correct in saying that Power Overwhelming is quite good.
That's odd. I would think it'd be higher than, because we have Bluegill and Arcane as chargers, and Overwhelming works really well with that, in my opinion, anyways.
It does. It has some synergies with the other stuff. I'm not exactly sure why the score is lower. Adwicta probably knows better than me.
All right. I like Bomber here.
Yep. You like Bomber. HearthArena likes Bomber. I like Bomber. We're good.
All right, now we can pick up the Frostwolf.
Yeah, I think so. It's just kind of a formality waiting for HearthArena here.
Curious, what was the scores for the Frostwolf and the Worgen last? I mean, was it Worgen? No, it was
The
Bomber and yeah.
The Bomber won by quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was Frostwolf above or below or at tier score?
Ooh, I actually do not remember. Sorry. We could check
Don't worry
back
about
on
it. It's fine. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. No death rattles, except for Void Caller and Belcher, but I don't know. For me, when I'm looking at Undertaker, I'm more looking at early game death rattles more than anything.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
So, are we going aggro here? I think I take Tidehunter here.
I think I would take Tidehunter too, but let's see what HearthArena says. I think HearthArena might say Booty Bay.
I could see it saying Booty Bay as well, but I think I would still take Tidehunter.
I think I would go Tidehunter as well. No, it is going Tidehunter. Thank you, HearthArena. You are quite the smarty pants. We could all be wrong too, including HearthArena, but going with the Tidehunter.
All right. Okay. So looks like we're pretty short up for 2, so just another Dread Infernal for me.
Yep, that sounds pretty good. Waiting for HearthArena once again.
I think the thing I most want to see right now is just a second Void Caller, just to pretty much guarantee that ridiculous energy coming up.
Definitely. I would love to see that. Alright, Dread Inferno has been picked.
Sad 4-drop. I think it's just Tall Strider.
I think it's just Tall Strider here as well. It is a sad 4-drop, but it's a 4, and we need 4 drops. Well, maybe we don't really need 4 drops right now, but you gotta fill out your curve with something.
Yeah.
I like Tidehunter because it makes you spread wide. That's true. we gotta have that spread wide consideration for picks. Like Imp Master, man, that thing spreads real wide.
Man, see, we spread wide with Tidehunter, and then we close our legs with Mad Bomber, right? Like we coin out Tidehunter, spread real wide, and then we bomber ourselves.
There you go.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Strider.
Picking the bird.
Ooh, Sense Demons. Where do you stand on Sense Demons?
It's not a terrible card at all. It's not terrible. It's actually like okay, but jeez, I don't.
I
I
could
don't.
actually see HearthArena picking it here,
Yeah.
but I think I am going for. Part of me actually kind of wants to go Leper Gnome and just full on aggro right now.
Yeah, so Leper Gnome helps us smooth out the curve, right? Helps us smooth out the curve, and we can actually tap. HearthArena is telling us to go Sense Demons.
Yeah, I had a feeling it would.
Yeah,
Are these close even right now? Because in my head they're close.
it's close between War Golem and Sense Demons.
Okay.
Sort of. Actually, I mean, sort of. They're within 6 points of each other. So actually, according to HearthArena, that's not that close. Leper Gnome is all the way at 14.
Interesting. All right. So what other like we have a Blood Imp as a demon and just Void Call and the Dread Infernals. So this is really weird. Like our early game is advocating for aggro,
Yeah.
and then like I mean the rest of the card.
Oh, hello, Shokunin. I think we lost Shokunin there for a second.
Yeah, I lost you for a second there as well.
Oh, okay. You're back. You're back.
All right.
All right. Sorry. Finish
Okay.
up your analysis.
I was just saying. I guess our 4+ drops basically are not bad for aggro per se either. I mean, the Tall Strider is on the aggro side with the 5 attack instead. The Senjin and the Belcher just help protect our little guys, so if we want, we can keep going face. I think Sense Demons is kind of slow for that here, and I think I just take War Golem. But part of me secretly wants to just take Leper Gnome.
It's tough, and in the end, I think I'm going to go with HearthArena and pick Sense Demons because it just okay. So I have actually never played with a Sense Demons in any deck ever, and why
Wait,
not?
what? Wasn't there one on like Christmas or something? Didn't we have Sense Demons or something?
Wait, really? Was I on there or was it Adwokta?
Might have been someone else. I remember one of the Poultryizers had Sense Demons in the deck. All right.
All right. This is Poultryizers.
All right.
We're gonna go with Sense Demons.
Let's
We are
test
gonna
Sense
put the
Demons.
trust in the program, okay? Who is the program that was made by 2 incredibly handsome guys, or maybe just one incredibly handsome guy and one guy who likes Coke too much. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Before we actually pick this one, let me talk about Corruption, the card, for a second. The art.
Okay.
For the
Go ahead.
longest time, I thought the head was like here. This red thing on his shoulder, I thought that was his head, and he was like vomiting or something. And it took me months, like it literally probably like the past month or so until I realized that this was his head. And that just blew my mind. Anyways, sorry, go on.
No need to apologize. There was a whole Reddit thread talking about cards that basically you misinterpreted, especially with where faces were.
Yeah, I know. This is tough, man.
I think it's just another bluegill. I could see HearthArena actually picking abusive over bluegill here, but I think I pick bluegill here.
HearthArena wants corruption. Huh.
Let me guess. The text says we need a large removal.
Normally, I would pick Bluegill Warrior. However, Bluegill Warrior does not really have synergy with the deck. Blah, blah, blah. Fits our attrition deck. All in all,
What?
I suggest you pick Corruption in this situation.
Whoa. What is making HearthArena think of this as an attrition deck? Because that's really confusing to me.
So Adwokta is the one who really did the deck archetypes. So he can tell you here.
All right, speak up in chat. Edwicta, how is this an attrition deck?
How? Okay, so
And I remember you guys drafted a Warlock attrition deck.
we did. So let's look at this deck for a second, because we're almost like 2/3 of the way down. We're over half way done. This is a pretty bad deck right now. It's just
It's not if we can just go face every turn
yeah,
and not get punished for it, which is a caveat, but I think it's bluegill here.
yeah.
But if you want to test corruption, I don't know how our previous attrition warlock test went. I forget the results of that, but
I do not want corruption. This is not good. I'm going to veto HearthArena here.
Alright.
So it's between abusive and bluegill. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, will we have stuff that sticks on the board that we can use abusive? There's actually no,
Like our little guys at the beginning are all 1 health for the most bit.
yeah, but there's actually no
So-
guarantee.
To have stuff stick. The thing that will the most obvious target for abusive right now, and at least in my opinion, is Void Caller, because they don't really want to kill that. And or if it's a charging out bluegill, we can make it 4 or 6 for the arcane golem. But I think those are rare situations. I think I just go bluegill here.
Yeah, definitely. All right, HearthArena, stop
Oh
being
my god,
crazy.
the glory.
Oh,
The
jeez.
glorious picks.
This is this draft better improve really soon. Really soon. This is going terribly.
Okay, Edwicta says attrition warlock means we just keep drawing cards. So attrition means that your deck is awful, so you end up tapping more because you need to get more awful cards to make up for the lack of your good cards, is what I'm understanding. We have 3 Murlocs. That is a good point.
So Grimscale Oracle, according to HearthArena, is getting bumped from tier score 2 to 9.5.
That's like
That's something. That's actually
Holy crap.
something. Oh, hello?
oh my gosh, oh yeah, you've been dropping out for me as well again. This is really
Sorry.
weird.
No, I think it's because we're sharing screen as well. So after the draft, we won't have this
Okay.
issue.
Yeah, oh dear. I'm so tempted to take the Grimscale Oracle. I
am
don't
as
know
well.
why. I feel like if we just pray for more Murlocs, they will come. But I think the safe pick here is Booty Bay, but I think the Poultryizer pick here is Grimscale Oracle.
You're appealing to the Poultryizer gods, the
What
random.
can I say? What can I say?
Oh boy. All right. So
Yeah.
let's see. We have 1, 2, 5. Oh my God. This is pretty
Chat,
terrible.
can you tell us if we passed up any other Murlocs previously? And are we being punished for it now?
Yeah. So chat wants us to go for a Murloc demon deck. Screw it. This is what the Poultryizer is for. I hate Booty Bay Bodyguard. I don't know. Maybe it's just like smug.
It
smug
literally
grin.
never does anything.
I'm going
Except
for
for
it. I'm
maybe
doing it.
taunting your face for one time and when you need to set up something. But yeah, let's go with Grimscale for interesting times.
Doing it. Screw you, HearthArena.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh my God, look, it's cards that have a higher tier score value of like 30.
Oh man. I am wanting to make this just pure aggro, which is leaning me towards Juggler. Argus is kind of nice because we have all these little like 1 health dudes that we can Argus up, but that's assuming they even survive in the beginning.
Yeah.
Let me see how many teardrops we have here. Bomber, Tidehunter, Brew. Bluegills are ish 2s. I think I take Juggler here.
HearthArena agrees. Wants to take Juggler. Defender of Argus. Yeah, there's no guarantee we're actually gonna get that. Yeah, let's go with the Juggler.
I was curious, how close was that pick?
The Juggler won by a decent amount. So.
All right. I think it's Snapjaw here. Explosive Sheep is kind of anti-us because we have all these little dudes in the beginning. And we have Hellfire for a clear anyways, so I think it's Snapjaw here.
Yeah, let's see what. I think HearthArena. Yep, HearthArena picks the sheep.
Because?
Although. This is fantastic. Although Explosive Sheep has terrible synergy with the deck, I still suggest you pick Explosive Sheep, as it has the most value out of these options. We need a card to play early game, and Explosive Sheep fits in our slower mid-range deck.
No way. I vehemently disagree here. I think it's Snapjaw.
So... So Oasis is also... Alright. God, this
It's
is
not the, like, it's... I would love another Tall Strider as opposed to an Oasis
yeah,
here.
Definitely.
Right, just because we're leaning towards aggro, but the sheep is just so bad for us. Like, if a game is working out for us, in the sense that we've, like, basically spread wide in the beginning, and our guys haven't got pinged off for whatever reason, the Explosive Sheep is literally a dead card. It's, like, literally unplayable. Whereas a Snapjaw, it's not the greatest tempo, but at least it's playable on turn 4 when, like, we have dudes on the board.
We have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we only have 3 4-drops. Oh man, God, I want to take the
Like, we're lacking
Core Hound
a lot.
so bad.
Really?
This is terrible. I mean, kind of. But no.
I can kind of see that, but I think the Snapjaw is just, it's not the greatest, but it's like, it's playable. It will stay on board with its 7 health and it'll hit him in the face for 2.
It will. Ugh.
Ugh, indeed. Alright, okay. This is actually interesting here. We don't have any mechs, right?
We have, I think, 0 mechs? How is that possible? Oh, right, our deck is shit. That's how it's possible.
So we can commit to more aggro with the Infiltrator, or we can get one of our very few 3s to keep up our tempo, assuming that we have by some miracle that we have the board in the beginning, basically, that sticks. This is really close. I'd be curious to see what HearthArena says in this one.
HearthArena says Worgen Infiltrator. So right now, Tinkertown Technician is getting bumped up because right now we are still lacking 3s, but Worgen Infiltrator is getting synergy with the Frostwolf Warlord and the Knife Juggler, and I think it is identifying that we also just need early game period.
Like a 1-drop is so good for this deck, I think. Like a Zombie Chow would be fantastic as well. I think I agree with the Infiltrator pick.
Yep. No, I'm
Chat saying this deck needs a Fell Reaver.
Oh my god,
I would love a Fell Reaver right
Fell
now.
Reaver would be so good. Are you kidding me? Guys,
Yeah.
don't toy with my emotions. That would actually make
Alright.
this deck salvageable, perhaps. That's alright. We got the Grimskill
Alright.
Oracle. That's guys, like that's gonna win us every single game. Every single game is gonna come down to the Grimskill Oracle. You guys just wait for it.
Okay, I take Jungle Panther here, and I'm just committing to face this entire run, basically. Shadow Bolt's like a nice card, but I think I just want the actual drop.
Yep. You are in agreement with HearthArena. Jungle Panther it is.
Alright. As nice as Bomber is, it's so anti-value with our deck. I think I take Bloodsail here.
Let's see what HearthArena says.
I think HearthArena is going to say Mad Bomber, probably by far.
I think it is, and I still think that, okay, so unless you get both bombers in your opening hand, you can choose when you can play it, right? Like, it's not optimal, but...
I mean, okay, so, like, I'm just looking at our deck here, so like we can play it naked as a 2-drop before our other little dudes.
Right.
Although, like, if we ever drop Worgen and Blood Imp first, like, we're never playing Bomber for a while.
Yeah, that's all right. So that is the main issue. Like, if we have the Blood Imp and if we have like the Infiltrator, and if we actually want to keep the Infiltrator.
Well, that's I guess the Blood Imp is the main concern. The Infiltrator you can probably trade off turn 2 before bombering.
Let's ask the real question here. At what point do we take the Sacrificial Pact because this freaking game wants us to take a Sacrificial Pact? God damn it, game.
It's when you guarantee that we queue up against someone in chat who has Jiraxis drafted.
There you go.
That's when you take Sacrificial Pact.
Mage Jiraxis.
Yeah.
No, I mean, okay, so after you talk about it, I agree. Like, this deck just can't handle a second bomber. Like, one is fine. I think we just...
Like, because we don't actually have that many, like, legitimate 2s really here. Like, we have Brew, we have Juggler.
Yeah.
I guess Naked Bomber's fine, and then Tidehunter, right? Like, the Bluegills are... If it's a non-mage class, then sure, we can go face. But if it's, like, a ping class, I should say, then it's just... We can't play it on 2, so like I like shoring up with another 2 here with the Bloodsail.
Oh God. At what point do we just? Because all right, let's face it, this is not like a high value deck. This is not a great deck here. At what point do we actually just need the bomber's value?
It kind of depends on how you're thinking of playing this deck. Like right now, I'm thinking of just playing it as pure a face deck, basically.
I don't think that's how we have to play it. I don't think also that's because it doesn't. Yeah.
I mean, Bomber is by far and away the better value card. It's just my consideration is if it's being a dead card with the little drops that we have.
Yeah.
But like that's the only consideration. If we didn't have a bunch of 1 health guys, then it's obviously a clear stat Bomber pick. But I'll leave it up to you. Like I wouldn't be horrified if we took Bomber and we can just kind of play around the situation if we need to.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think I'm just gonna go with Bomber, and this
That's
can
fine.
come back to bite me in the ass. And if it does, you guys can all laugh at me.
That's okay. Small point is it does have Raging Worgen synergy.
All right, we got another Raging
yes.
Worgen, Wolf Rider, and Antique Healbot.
So this is again like if you want it to be pure face, like we. Yeah.
Oh, Shokunin, I think I lost you there.
Oh
for
yeah,
another
you
second.
cut again
Yep.
as well. Collins is saying anti-killbot, please. All right. I take Worgen here.
We don't have any 3s. I definitely think
Yeah,
we should take
we
the
don't.
Worgen.
We need to keep up our tempo on the 3-drop, I think. But Chad is just screaming for anti-killbot. But I'm taking Worgen here. Yeah.
I'm taking Worgen.
All right. All right. Here's where we take Direwolf Alpha because we have the little dudes. They're saying Healbot to keep tapping. That's true, but like, I think
We're gonna die before then.
we're more aggro, but that we're gonna like our life isn't the concern when we're tapping, in my opinion, anyways.
We made educated Collins cry. Sorry, Collins. We don't. We didn't mean for this
you
to
cut
be.
again.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Collins. We didn't mean. We didn't mean for you to.
Adwook is saying we shoehorn this into an aggro deck.
Oh, come on.
I'm curious which ones he thinks that we shoehorn the picks in.
No. All right. So HearthArena agrees with Direwolf. We're going with Direwolf.
Yeah. Okay.
It was
That's
just
easy,
that
Direwolf.
one Grimscale Oracle pick, which, let's face it, was the best pick I've ever made. Period.
Yeah, okay. I can see that Grimscale pick, I guess, is a shoehorn. If we could have Booty Bay, I suppose, but whatever. Colin says, I don't care about this draft anymore. Does that mean you're not going to be screaming for us to take Force Tank here, and you're okay with us taking Voidwalker? All right. I think I will. I think I will just take Force Tank here. The Voidwalker is super interesting though. Like it puts up a taunt for our little dudes in the beginning, which lets us go face if we're really committed to that. But I think
I don't think we're that
Force Tank
committed.
is just a nice, yeah. Like the Force Tank is just a nice big late game drop that like hopefully can be a finisher or something like that.
Yeah. All right, Force Tank Max. HearthArena wants us to take Force Tank Max. I think we're in agreement here.
Uh, okay.
do
Chat was
you
saying
have any
Voidwalker
hesitations?
plus Direwolf synergy.
Yes, that is a consideration, and it has been mentioned, although it is still 30 points below Force Tank Max. We're taking the tank.
Voidwalker to protect Grimscale Oracle. That's true.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so tempted to take Tidehunter, but I think it's just engine. Like this Murloc synergy. It's real.
It is real.
Coin Murloc Tidehunter, turn 2 Tidehunter, turn 3 Oracle something.
How far do we want to take this? Do we go full
I don't
retard,
know.
or do we just settle for the half retard that we have been going with?
This is insane. Like
Yeah. No,
this
okay.
this is so crazy. Like
No.
how this could be just a pure test if we wanted to go all aggro, but I think it's like we don't have that many 4-drops anyways. Like actually wait, we have 1, 2, Snapjaw's not necessarily one. I think I'm fine with Senjin here. It also protects our little dudes as a taunt.
Chris, do you hear what you're saying? This is absolutely insane. We have
I
to
know.
go full Murloc.
It's a thing.
We have to go for full Murloc. Come on.
I guess it's okay, we can justify this because we have Juggler.
No.
Alright.
We go full Murloc.
Alright.
We go
Alright.
full Murloc. We're gonna get an epic. We're gonna get a war leader. We go full Murloc here. All right, this is good.
I think it's like in my heart. I think it's still Senjin there, honestly.
No.
All right.
Nope.
All right.
This is
chat
what we
saying,
do on the Poultryizer.
We're saying
This is what I
GVP
do.
Ratsmah style.
Guys. I just got 12
All right.
wins. I deserve this, okay? I deserve this.
All right. In that vein, are we also taking Spider Tank here? Are we taking Champion to buff up our theoretical guys that may or may not live?
Well, see, okay, so... Oh, God. I think it has to be the Spider Tank because it looks the most like a Murloc. Right? Like it kind of
Oh my God.
looks like a Murloc. And
I can't disagree with that.
like
The
I'm
face
scrolling over the
somewhat
bluegill and the
resembles that.
spider tank, and like the Boulderfist ogre would never pass for Murloc, and the Stormwind champion. I mean, that's well, no, the color scheme between the Grimscale Oracle and the Stormwind champion is actually pretty close. But oh man, that's tough, man. That's just tough.
Like we have 3 drops here, right? Another one is nice. We're at pick 28.
All right, so HearthArena is saying Stormwind champion.
I can see that.
Yeah, definitely. So for 3 drops, we have 1, 2, 3. We actually only have 3. Spider Tank would actually be pretty good.
Take Spider Tank here.
Go with
And now I'm
Spider
really
Tank.
sad about Sense Demons.
Well, you're taking Spider Tank because why? Tell me why.
Because I see this basically as an aggro deck, and I want to guarantee that we have a 3-drop.
You mean it looks most like a Murloc? Got it. Done. Picked.
Yes, that
Picked.
was the implied subtext of my
Awesome.
statement.
Amazing.
Wow. Ooh, the Jeeves is real.
All right.
Oh
let's
my
hear
God.
your evaluation. Okay.
This is actually super close, in my opinion. Oh, I'm assuming the argument from your side is Jeeves most looks like a Murloc, right?
No, Murlocs don't have mustaches. The mustache ruins it. If he didn't have the mustache, it would be perfect. All right.
The other things, they're actual physical humans.
I don't-
Robots are closer to Murlocs than humans.
Okay, well, Shadow Flame is out because it has nothing to do with Murlocs. And what, we're gonna destroy a Murloc? That's never happening. I think we go with the Defender here to like buff our Murlocs into Super Murlocs. Okay.
I think we will have. Hopefully, we will have board, and yes, Argus will just allow us to hit more slash make him deal with annoying things slash protect our little dudes that we want to save.
Right. Okay.
But Jeeves is tempting for me.
HearthArena is going with Argus. I think we should take Argus.
I'm fine with Argus here. Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So
this is the most Poultryizer. think.
Whatever you want to call it. Warlock the you can call it the for all I care now, because we're going Murlocs. Yeah.
All right. So, chat, predictions? Question mark?
Yep. Yeah. All right. So, how do we win with this deck? Tell us how we win with this deck, Chris.
We hit him in the face with little things called Murlocs.
That's good. Oh my God. Deck tier score 56.6.
Oh boy.
Oh, that is terrible. 56.6.
Is that the lowest
Oh, good,
you've
good.
seen? It's the lowest I've ever seen.
That's the lowest I've ever seen. That's the lowest I have ever seen. Wow. This is fantastic. This is what I love.
Oh my gosh.
56.6
right.
average tier score. That is, whoa. I love today. I am gonna have so much fun.
But our cards aren't even that bad. Like, I think it's the Sense Demons and the Grimscale Oracle. Like, if you look at all the other cards, they're not terrible, right? Like, I don't see how it's averaging to a 56. It's like, there's not that many cards that are bringing it down, in my opinion. It's like the Grimscale Oracle, which actually has synergy in this deck, but it's that and Sense Demons. Like, the rest of the things are like, you know, you can, they're playable cards. They're cards, right? They're not like Dragon Hawks or anything.
They are cards. All right, guys. One
Higher.
second. I'm going to get this tier list up. But any comments from the chat? Is the chat just all predicting 12 wins?
Everyone's saying that Ratsmah should be here for this, basically, and he should be piloting this deck.
Oh my God! Like easy 12-0 for Rats. But no, he would have drafted differently. He would have drafted differently though. No, we went weird with this one. This isn't a typical Ratsmah draft either. We definitely went a little bit weird with this one, but that is okay. All right, I'm gonna stop screen sharing. I think that will help.
Hopefully, yeah. And I'm gonna jump back into. Let me jump back into Hearthstone. I'm probably gonna cut out for a sec because I have to restart my Hearthstone client.
All right, no problem. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna expand this deck list. Cool. All right.
So you see, we screwed up, right? We didn't take Leper Gnome.
Man, I think.
What did we take over Leper Gnome? Sense Demons, right? That was awful. We should have taken Leper Gnome. Gosh, we deserve to lose this.
God, I know. Leper Gnome looks so much like a Murloc. Man. See, here's the thing. Grimscale Oracle should give +1 attack for things that are definitely a Murloc, and give a 50% chance to have +1 attack for things that look like a Murloc.
Holy shit, Ratsmah is in the house.
What is this?
Oh my gosh, Ratsmah is here.
He's a genie. Oh my God. He is a genie. Rats. Okay, so you would have drafted this differently because I passed up an Abusive Sergeant, which I know is like your favorite card ever. But
that's true.
I went with the Murlocs. And here's where we are, okay? Here's where we are with an average arena score of 56.6. Look, guys, I deserve this, all right? I just went 12 wins. I deserve this run.
He's sick. He needs something to bring him up in mood.
Dude, I'm energetic. I'm feeling good. This is
Yes, look what this has done. It's like fueled the flu out of Merps.
this is good. Excellent. You know what? We're gonna play this. It needs no analysis. What analysis is there? This isn't the arena coup. This is the Poultryizer. We're playing Murlocs. We're winning this shit.
This is 30-0 ASAP.
All right. What's going on? So Rats, nice to see you here. Are you streaming tonight? What's going on here?
I'd be down to bring Ratsmah on here.
Oh yeah, that would be a fun. Oh, the Murlocs, the Murlocs. Yes, yes.
Wait, I need to get it and then
Oh my God.
witness the glory that is Murloc.
Oh my God, why don't we have some kind of like coin so we can? I want every one of these. So good.
Alright.
First of all, Murloc Tidehunter is amazing. Turn 2 versus Warrior for their, the dumb little axe thing.
Yes. Has he mulliganed yet?
No, I don't think so.
Alright, I really want to see what his mulligan here is. Because that will kind of determine whether I want to play Juggler first or Tidehunter first.
Oh, wait. Okay.
X.
So, alright, what do you want to keep? Rats wants to join in, and I think we need Rats in here.
We need Rats in here.
We need Rats in here. That's
We need him to reassure us that we're going face.
Okay, so what are we keeping here?
I would just chuck the Warrior.
Nope, we're keeping all of it.
Alright.
You can't throw away the Murlocs, man. Like, what?
Oh yeah, right, because we're going to draw Grimscale. My bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
Alright, let me actually invite someone.
Yes, this entire game is literally if he has axe or not. Alright. Bluegill? Set up Bomber for next turn and then Juggler and Tidehunter on 4?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good. I'm trying to get Rats in here. So you are actually going to play, and I will take all of the credit / blame. How does that sound?
I'd like to keep the credit and give you the blame, if that's okay.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good too.
Alright.
Cool.
So, yeah. Worgen into Bomber Tidehunter.
Let's do it.
Alright.
Do it. How do I invite? All right, 1 second. Google is difficult.
Chad is saying that we want Ratsmah and Collins in on the next one, and I would agree with that.
Oh my God, that would be so epic. I would love that.
No. Alright, well, he gets Juggler and Tidehunter to the face, that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Punishment. Alright.
Put this apple on your head.
All right, I need to be able to add people. Okay. 1 second.
Genghis Bong says, HearthArena has been super slow for the past couple days. Blame Crip, who is bringing a lot of traffic to the site. Oh, yes. This is so good.
What happened?
What happened is we are now argusing these guys to get them out of range and then killing that for free. And dropping a Blood Imp while we're at it.
Nice. I love it. Alright, let's do it.
My shield for Argon.
So, hit. God, please do not have a whirlwind. Whatever.
Don't worry about it. We have our own whirlwind.
That's true, which is never getting played, along with this bomber apparently. So that's fine.
It's okay. We just hit him in the face with these guys, so we don't need anything else.
Nope, I actually did that wrong. I should have just hit with the 2 and the other 3 too. but I was busy messaging Rats trying to get him in. Rats, where are you? Rats. Ah. Rats. What's going on? Boo. Gotta get Rats in here.
Alright, oh my god, the anti-synergy is real.
Anti-synergy is so real. That's cool. Let's see.
Alright, so what are we trading off here? We could trade off the 1 health guys. And drop Infernal. Or we could tap and see.
I'm good with tap and C, just because we could trade 2 in, and Bomber doesn't necessarily have to kill the Blood Imp, right?
I wonder.
I suppose. Which 2 are you thinking? Oh, are you tapping first then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. No, I mean, alright, we have to play these Dread Infernos at some point. Might as well just get out the big threat.
Just trade the 3-1, the 2-1, go face with the rest and play Dread Infernal. Yeah.
Yep.
Like, I want something big and then we can just hit him in the face. It's also...
Alright, sorry guys, I'm trying to get Rats in here right now.
Chat is saying tap into Hellfire.
There we go. That's
I mean, it's on curve, right? We gotta play that.
Exactly.
So good.
Blood Imp Bounty. Yeah, guys, dude, that Blood Imp, so good. So good.
Alright.
Alright, we could do two. We could do.
So, trade the Murloc and then drop Infernal?
Or we could just tap Incendion and lose nothing.
We could. We could do that as well, sure. That's fine.
Why not just wait a turn?
Alright. I just really want these 6/6s to start hitting him in the face.
I think we're okay with getting a little
All
more
right.
cards as well.
That's fine.
Oh, even
Oh,
better.
alright. My bad. Sorry. You're right. I didn't believe enough. I apologize.
Nope. We here? We good? Rats, you here?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh,
Oh, man.
man. It's time.
It's fun time.
Merps,
Have you seen
Shokunin,
this?
how you guys doing?
We're good.
Better that you're here.
Yeah, yeah. No, we feel good about you here and the Murlocs and the Bombers. Actually, no, I've seen you with Bombers. That usually doesn't end out well.
Did I turn into some kind of expert on Murloc decks in Arena?
No, see, okay, here's the thing. Should have drafted the Abusive Sergeant. Should have just went full Ratsmah for this.
We apologize for not dropping Leper Gnome and drafting Leper Gnome and Abusive, basically.
Mm-hmm. All right.
We never apologize for drafting Abusive. But,
Right, see, we screwed up because Abusive would be so good here with the Void Caller.
I know.
Alright, so
I
we
mean-
have 5/8 on board.
I got 8 damage. He's shown no actual way of dealing with this, but then it prevents us from dropping Dread Inferno. We could just
Sentient tap,
Senjin tap.
or tap C, and then just go face with the rest. Because, like, he still has to get through this taunt. And then he'll have
Yeah,
to
we
get through
definitely-
another taunt, and the Dread Infernal will hit him in the face, right?
yeah, well, I mean, what are we worried about this game? This game is pretty much won. I mean, we
Yeah.
just start with the tap.
I agree.
right?
Yep.
Yeah,
No,
just tap
that's
first.
Oh yes. Everything to
Alright.
face.
Yep, everything in the face.
No, I mean, Senjin, and then I would run the Void Caller and the Blue Kill into the 5/5 and then just hit face with the other thing.
Yeah.
We'll have the Dread Infernal out. The only way it comes back is if
Yeah, I guess. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of deck, it doesn't. We don't just necessarily just go face, right? We just. Oh, we should have faced the bluegill.
Yeah, the blue kill
Oh.
should have been it. Yeah.
Totally forgot about the bluegill. All right,
Well-
guys. I'm gonna calm myself down. This is
Right.
just
I mean, with this kind of deck, where you have a low curve and you're a warlock. Honestly, the only constraint you have is the amount of mana you have, because cards are no problem because you just press the tap button. So us wasting 2 mana there is like us wasting like 2/3 of a shift, or not 2/3 of a Sinister Strike.
Yep.
You know.
All right. So Sense Demons, we.
Do we have any demons left? I don't think so, right?
No, we actually have none. So it's just worthless imps at this point. We'll start with the tap.
Yep.
Yeah.
We need 2 damage to win.
Yep.
Yep. There we go.
Yep.
Bluegill, Dark Bomb, boom.
Yep.
Hey, what's up, T Park? How you doing, man? So is this the first round of the night, or?
This is
First
the
draft
first fall run.
Yeah.
Yeah. We finished a Merps Priest earlier.
Yeah.
How did that go?
Yeah, it went 12 wins, 12-1, so that was good.